Mike Tyson. It doesn't matter if you love him or hate him, it's a name that you know, even if you've never actually watched him fight. In today's video, we're going to see how Mike Tyson became the richest boxer ever, despite the rumors and allegations and despite the love-hate relationship with his fans and haters. Are you ready to learn the truth about Mike Tyson and his fortune? Well, let's go then. For over a decade, during the 80s and 90s, Mike Tyson was a name to be feared in the boxing world. The heavyweight champion managed to make some of the most devastating knockouts in the history of the sport, and you can re-watch even today and still be in awe. But his boxing abilities were not the only amazing thing. Mike Tyson at his peak was making $30 million per fight, which is definitely among the highest purse ever for a fighter. Can you even imagine what this kind of money could do to a person? Mike Tyson was born in 1966 and raised in Brooklyn in a very tough neighborhood, which made him a fighter in the streets, and by the age of 13, he already had multiple arrests and general problems with the law. But Tyson didn't see his future there. He channeled his fighting skills into becoming a proper athlete and became a rising star in the early 80s and won gold medals in the 81 and 82 Junior Olympics. In 1985, he turned 18 and was more than ready to make his debut. He won over Hector Mercedes with a first-round TKO that left everyone speechless. But Mike had more, much more to give. The win over Mercedes was only the first out of 37, which almost all were knockouts, and almost never managed to go past the first few rounds. He was already now a big name in the boxing world. In 1986, he won his first world championship, defeating Trevor Berbick and winning the WBC heavyweight title. What he made in the process was no less than $1.5 million, which might have been a huge amount of money, but it would be almost nothing compared to what he would be earning in just a few years' time. The true money started coming in after Tyson won his first 3 belts. The first super fight in 1988 at the legendary Tokyo Dome, where he defended his 3 belts against Tony Tubbs. With all the world watching, Tyson got an easy win and a second-round TKO and took home about $10 million. No more than 3 months after this fight, Tyson took in another $20 million, knocking out Michael Spinks only 91 seconds into the first round and becoming the lineal heavyweight champion in the process. During his peak years, Mike Tyson's net worth was around $400 million. Let that sink in. We're talking about money most of us cannot even imagine where to spend, even if we came upon it. Tyson had 11 fights where he earned at least $10 million, with 5 of those fights worth at least $25 million. Starting with the Berbick win, all of his fights were at least 7 figures each. But how can one person manage all this money? Well, the answer is simple. You don't exactly manage them, or at least Tyson didn't do a very good job at it. It soon became known he had a love for spending money that was almost as big as his love for fighting. He would buy anything that came to his mind and was known to spend money on buying luxury items for his friends and entourage, and even for complete strangers. Among his possessions were huge mansions, expensive cars, jewelry, and most of all, Bengal tigers. Those of us who love the movie Hangover will remember Tyson and his tigers in the movie. His manager Don King took a chunk of Tyson's earnings from nearly all his fights, but even with a lot of money missing from the winnings, Mike Tyson still had a huge fortune to spend, and spend he did. After he was released from prison in 1995, he went on a spending spree, and when Mike goes on a spending spree, you can imagine what we're talking about. He spent over $4 million on cars alone, buying 19 cars for his friends, and was also known to buy entire dealerships just to flex on strangers. After the cars came the mansions. Tyson bought houses in Las Vegas, Maryland, and Ohio, but apart from the crazy amounts the houses cost him, the upkeep was the craziest of all. He ended up spending over $500,000 per month, just to keep up with his lifestyle. You literally cannot understand how one person could spend so much money every month. Huge parties, expensive jewelry aside, Tyson somehow managed to pay $250,000 on phone bills. But that wasn't all. Apart from the extravagant spending, Tyson had to pay over $32 million to settle his divorce, And to top that, he was also called to pay $17.4 million to the government in unpaid taxes. It's not surprising that Tyson declared bankruptcy in 2002. By the mid-2000s, he was already millions of dollars in debt. More specifically, the media at the time reported that Tyson had a $23 million debt. It really did seem like all was lost. But Tyson was not only a fighter in the ring, he was a fighter out of the ring as well. And this time we meant it in the best way possible. Let's see how Mike Tyson got back as well. After declaring bankruptcy, Tyson took 2 more fights against Danny Williams and Kevin McBride before calling it a day. He might have lost both of these fights to the disappointment of his fans, but with the money he earned from them, he managed to pay off his debt, or at least most of it. After this, he turned to Cameos. Knowing that everybody wanted a piece of the icon he now was, he started doing cameos in many films and TV shows and got paid pretty good money for each one. One of the most famous movies he appeared in that helped him regain popularity quite a lot was The Hangover, which apart from the popularity, helped him get a big chunk of money as well. He even went on to have his own animated TV show, which was called Mike Tyson Mysteries. It might seem like nothing compared to what he used to make, but it was still enough to let him have a comfortable lifestyle, close to what he was used to before, just a lot more toned down. Mike Tyson is now 54. He owns a ranch in California and has his own podcast, which is called Hot Boxing with Mike Tyson. And it's one of the most popular combat sports-related podcasts currently. But his ranch helps him gain quite a lot of money too. You see, it's not just any kind of a ranch, but it's a cannabis ranch, where Tyson grows and sells his own brand of weed and weed-based wellness products. It's estimated that Tyson Ranch, as he calls it, makes and sells over $500,000 worth of cannabis per month. In the exhibition fight against Roy Jones Jr., Tyson made about $10 million, which he claimed would be given to charity, every single cent of it. The fight might have ended up in a draw, but it wasn't any less exciting to watch for the fans who were waiting for his return to the ring after all these years. And he's proved once again why he's such an important name to the world of boxing. As Tyson said himself in TMZ Sports, it's going to be for various charities. Nobody has to ever worry about me getting rich or getting jealous or saying I'm doing the comeback for money. I'm not getting anything. I just feel good doing this because I can. His current net worth is over about $3 million, which might seem superbly low considering what it used to be, and considering that other boxers like Floyd Mayweather completed his career with over $500 million. But it's still an impressive number to have as a net worth, and even more impressive if you think he had to overcome huge debt in order to start again. Well, there you have it for today, the story of how one of the most notorious and world-famous athletes managed to become one of the richest boxers ever. His story has what any good story should have: drama, controversy, redemption, all of them with added spiciness just for flavor.